kind of right. The Morning Star Institute that Suzanne Schoenharjo, she was especially glad to see this bill introduced into Congress, and we'll pay attention and let you know what happens in our next show with this bill. Go ahead, Adam.
Some upcoming events, powwows, just a couple powwows that are coming up is we got the Pondewas Elders Powwow, which is March 30th, 2013, because we're in 2013, of course. The powwow starts at 1, and it's going to be going on till probably about 9, and it's going to be at the Jackson Armory. So, another thing that's coming up is Spirit of the Children Powwow. April 13th, Grand Entry at 1, and it's at Reynolds Middle School, and that should be going towards Gresham. I'm not sure if it's still in Portland, but it's definitely, well, they call it Fairview, Oregon, so definitely it's going to be close by Gresham.
Yeah, Fairview.
So another powwow that's coming up is the University of Washington. That is April 19th to 20, 21, so all weekend. It's going to be Grand Entry at 5, Grand Entry at 7 on Friday. And it's at University of Washington, so you cannot miss it, because you probably ask everybody, where's the University of Washington? They'll probably know exactly where it's at. So, and it's in Seattle. So, and host drum is, well, let's see, Black Lodge Special. That means they're going to have a special there.
All right.
Men's and women's all around. Mm-hmm. So it's an honor. See, round dance, Mother's Song, Owl Dance. There's going to be a lot of things going on, of course. And then we have the Friends of the Red Lodge presents their Little Springs Moon Benefit featuring Cody Blackbird. That's going to be at the PSU Native Center, which is on Jackson and on Albina, right? Isn't that right? 7th and Jackson.
It's on Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
Between Broadway and Jackson.
So people, if you don't know where PSU, just look it up, a Native Center. Of course, it costs $50. So
ouch.
Definitely go through the back door. There's like a little back door around the...
Well, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Or just hold up one of those signs at the intersection.
Yeah.
Need money for...
Yeah, there'd be scalpers out there. Scalpers. Scalpers. Okay, next thing is Concerned Indian Community Easter Egg Hunt. That is Saturday, March 30th, and it's going to be at the McKinley Park. It's on North Wall and Sara Cruz. For more information, give them a call at 503-285-4474. That's all I got.
And Red Lodge is a great program. If you guys saw the show, last summer when Red Lodge came to our show? Do you remember, Adam?
It was, yeah.
But it's a great program to rehabilitate Native women out of the prison system and get them back onto their feet, back in the housed and on their feet. So it's a little far in advance, but the U of O Mother's Day Powwow is going to be held May 10th and 11th at the University of Oregon, Mac Court, Eugene. And the good thing about this is they're putting on a big salmon bake, and that will be the 12th at Many Nations Longhouse down there in Eugene on the campus, the University of Oregon. They're having a competition for adult and teen categories. So good dancers can go down there and make some money. The other thing that's I was interested in, it's not really a Native issue, but I watched it on Democracy Now! Yesterday. They had a Iraq veteran named Thomas Young who is living in pain as a result of his wounds that he received in war, and has had nothing but trouble trying to get service from the VA to fix him up, and he's finally decided that he's going to end his life, which is really sad. So go online and look at this letter that Thomas Young wrote. It's T-O-M-A-S, Thomas Young. It was his letter that he wrote to George Bush and Dick Cheney, and it is really heartfelt, and I recommend it to everybody. Okay, we are ready to go into artist mode. Toma, thanks a lot for bringing your materials.
Yeah, no worries.
Quite a variety of media that Toma works with. So let's start out with this blanket.
Oh.
Right behind us here. Tell us about how you came about deciding on the design for this.
It was for a conference, NCAI conference last year, and it went through a process of different drawings and everything. And originally I wanted to do 2 salmon and have it more of like a snagging blanket, like a blanket to hook up with. But then that idea got thrown out, and
that was a good idea.
It was, I thought so. And so they said they wanted to see more fish into it. It's like, well, a good number would be 7. And so I did 7 salmon on there. And on the side of each one is one of the Portland bridges.
Oh, that's what those are.
So that's what that is.
The Portland bridges.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then around is a water design that I found off of a fish club. And I've never seen it used before, and so I thought it was pretty original.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great that those, I recognize the bridges now that you mention it. There's the steel bridge, there's the Burnside. That's really,
Yeah, you see it?
really good. Good idea. What conference was it again?
NCAI conference.
Yeah, can we get a better view of the blanket for, and Toma's tattoos too? Yeah, now you can see kind of the bridge design that is inside of the salmon. And, oh, that doesn't quite do it. Now, what about this out the border? Did that have any significance?
It's a water design.
That's a
and
water
so to go with the salmon and the rivers as well.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the waves that I see.
No, the border is
the
that
border,
water design.
And Pendleton, it's a Pendleton blanket,
It
right?
is a
They
Pendleton
make
blanket.
'em. And how many did they make?
There was a limited edition of 250.
Now, did you have to sign every one of them or anything?
No, I just did a design and then they
Yeah.
printed it on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Now, do you know, if I wanted to get one of these, are those in like the Oregon store?
Nope.
At Lloyd
They
Center?
are all out. They're sold out. They're
Sold out.
They're gone.
So you got to design another blanket
I
then,
guess
don't
so.
ya?
Yeah.
Start all over again.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that it had a good run and everybody wanted it. And yeah, it's time to do another one.
All right.
Definitely. Now, the other larger item that we have is the painting off to my left, which we kind of struggled getting the light set up for this painting. So we'll try and get a better angle here from our camera person, Ellen, who's feverishly working behind the scenes to show this painting. Here, can we get a good shot of it? Almost. You'll have to move the camera a little bit this way. Farther, farther, yeah, faster, farther, faster. Oh, now that is a smooth transition. Now you can't quite see all of it in the screen here. Alan, could you move a little more? Yeah, less me, more painting. So this is obviously a family scene. Is this the baby Jesus?
It's a take off of a Da Vinci piece. I was in London a couple years back over the summer and got to see the original Da Vinci piece. And when I saw it, it's like, pretty inspiring. And when I came home, I put this together in one of my classes. And, I think what it's saying is that, we've always been blessed and we've always had, Creator in our lives for, a long time. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I want to say with this piece.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make it more like local, so I gave, the powwow scene and
the basket hat, very local. Yeah. Yeah, when I first saw it, it didn't occur to me that it was the baby Jesus, the same scene. But after I looked at it again, I realized that's indeed what it was.
You thought he was just throwing gang signs?
I just thought, he was just blessing everybody. I don't know. Now, when did you do this?
I think this is 2010.
And did you make it into prints?
I didn't, but it went out in the Red Lodge
Oh, good.
calendar last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. We got that calendar from
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Lodge when they came by. And are you working with them again for the next calendar?
No. They haven't contacted me.
Yeah.
But I've been pretty busy anyways.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of major projects are you working on right now?
I'm doing a TEDx talk on Saturday.
Great.
And so that's going to be pretty crazy. I think they have 700 tickets sold for it already, and it's going to be at Concordia College.
The campus there on North Portland?
Yeah, over there.
And when will that be?
Saturday.
What time?
I go on in the third session at 2 o'clock, and I'm on stage with Lillian Pitt, my mentor.
Great.
Yeah.
I tried to get Lillian on the show, but I'm going to have to try again to try and get her on the show. She wasn't familiar with our program, so I think that's why she didn't want to come on.
Oh.
Maybe I'll use your name and convince her to come on.
Drop my name?
Yeah. Pull your weight around.
I think she's watching right now.
Good. Well, Lillian, come on. We want to have you on the show, so please consider it. The other things, you've got some great sculptures. Why don't we start with this wood cutting in metal?
So this is a print that I did, and I took it and I put it into a mold and cast it into iron. And so what it is, it's salmon and sea lion kind of dancing together, and that's what it's called, salmon sea lion dance together. And this is actually, I made this before I put together the idea for the blanket, and that's why you see the same kind of border within it. And so from this spawned actually the blanket, the ideas and everything.
And I wish we had a stronger spotlight, although, let's see, we don't have the water here handy, do you? If you wet it down, it really brings out the contrast. But
could have got that pizza grease.
Yeah, pizza grease would have worked good. Oh, well. And the one that I really like is the ram's horn ladle. That is beautiful. Now, this was a traditional tool.
Very
the Northwest Coast tribes made these, and well, all over. Anybody who had ram's horns would make items like this. So what is the design? Is this a lizard here?
That is a salamander, and then that's the triangles that go back and forth is a Columbia River style, and this would be something that you would see along the Columbia River. And I feel it's very important to try to keep this kind of art going because it's really dying away, and it's not like you can go out and buy a ram horn to carve. It's really hard to come by.
Yeah. I know of a Nimipu elder, Five Crows is his last name, and he makes bows from ram's horns.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a lot of boiling.
It is.
To get him to
and it
shape
stinks.
it. Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
You can't boil it in the house.
And where did you get the ram's horn?
I got it from a cousin of mine. He hunts, and he was able to get one. And he got it to me. The funny thing is, it goes into a crazy story. Like, I was pretty excited about it. And he gave me the whole head.
Wow.
And so, like, I took a picture of it and posted it on Facebook. And then the cops showed up at my house because of it. They thought I poached it or something. So yeah, they're watching you guys. So
yeah.
Be careful what you're posting.
That's right. The cops are watching you on Facebook. And they're your friends, whether you know it or not. They friended you, and they're looking at you. So you've been warned.